The UniFan SL-INF 120 by Lian Li is a set of 120mm RGB cooling fans that are designed to basically turn your computer case into a rave. Not that I know what that is, I don't really get out that much. Anyways, if you're a normal person who thinks for themselves and actually likes things with RGB in them, these are probably the best option you can go for when it comes to a well-designed RGB fan. So if you're into tech videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you find any kind of value in this whole video, make sure you hit the like as well. Let's get started. So you may have already heard of the SL-120 or the AL-120 fans in the past, but there are some key differences, or should I say similarities, that really sets this iteration apart from them. Kind of weird. So the SL-INF fan is basically a perfect mixture of the two previous versions, combining the lighted elements on the outside of the SL-UniFan and the internal fan light of the AL-120. Another really cool thing to highlight about the Uni Infinity fans is that on the sides, there's somewhat of an infinity effect caused by the side mirrors reflection points. The SL-INF 120 features a 10% performance optimization compared to the SL-120, which actually results in a better airflow. So you're looking at 61.3 CFM or cubic feet per minute. Not only that, you get a higher static pressure and a larger range of fan speeds, starting at 0 all the way up to 2100 RPM. And it's really not very noisy at all, even at the highest speeds. They're over here running in the background right now. I'm not sure if you can hear anything. This is the quietest setting. Here's the highest setting now. About enough of that. A very notable update with these fans is the ability to remove the side tabs, which could come in handy in builds where your fans are right up against the case or other components. And if you're really OCD, this is just an overall godsend. These fans are highly favored because of the mechanism they use to daisy chain each fan together using one power cord. That very same power cable can be configured from the left or to the right, giving you more flexibility with your very own build. It's gotta be a headache when your fans don't let you put the power cable out the other way when it's way more convenient that way. Just makes for way more cable management. This solves all that. If I'm not mistaken, our connectors are gonna be different on these fans than the previous UniFans, which means you won't be able to use the same controller. Majority of people, I suspect, would be replacing all of their other fans with these, but I totally understand why that would be a problem given the price of these little guys, which ultimately means either spending more or hiding more boxes and cables. That's a choice you're gonna have to make yourself. So in my personal opinion, I absolutely love these fans. I felt like it made more sense to build my ecosystem around these Lian Li fans because I was starting a completely new build from scratch. So there wasn't really a lot of conflict when it came to dealing with other types of fans and controllers. They're super responsive, and you can even set them to sync up with your motherboard if you prefer just to set it and forget it. If you prefer to be a little bit more hands-on, there is a software called L-Connect 3 by Lian Li that is used to control these fans, and it's a pretty simple to use platform. In it, of course, you can change colors, set curves and speeds, and even get a couple readings and temperatures. But you're probably not gonna wanna rely on this to monitor your system very efficiently. I'd recommend something like HW Monitor by CPU ID. The majority of you guys probably know about that program already. Back to the fans. Now, with 40 LEDs in each fan, it allows you to create so many different lighting options. Here are a couple of the lighting modes you can initiate in the L-Connect 3 software. Come on, man. Look at this thing. All right, so these fans may look flashy, but in my own experience, they didn't make any sacrifices on function. They keep my rig cool, and the fan noise isn't anything I'm gonna complain about, especially with a computer full of some of the latest components. Because if you ask me, unless I'm recording audio, I'm gonna choose loud fan noise and cool parts versus a quiet room and potentially burning a hole through my desk. It's all good though. You can have both with this. Wait, both. You can have cool parts and it's not that loud. This set of fans is really not the cheapest option by any means, but they are easily some of the coolest. You can definitely get by with much less flashy fans, and if absolute function is your goal, there are some decent options without RGB, such as Noctua's fans. But if you can afford them, and you're the type that'll show off your rig on top of your desk or on camera, anything like that, it's a no-brainer. This is not a sponsored video by chance, but I definitely do have an affiliate link in the description if you want to support the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and let me know in the comments what you think of these fans or RGB in general. Hate it, love it, just let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll definitely catch you on the next one.